So here are 5 common investment mistakes to avoid. So I think the first place to start is where you're getting your information from, particularly these days with the likes of social media. It's hard to know who or what to believe. And there's a lot of nonsense information out there that isn't relevant to your situation or might not even be true at all. I think the most recent one we can think of are probably NFTs, whatever happened to them. So making sure first and foremost that you're getting your information from a qualified, regulated advisor, that's the first place to start. So number 2, the time frame in which you're giving yourself to invest for. So a lot of people would say maybe they want to invest for maybe 2 or 3 years, whereas in our opinion, you should be investing for a minimum of 5 years. Now the reason for this is you're giving your investment the time to do what it needs to do to try get to the result that you want to get from the investment return itself. Whereas if you invest for maybe 2 or 3 years, you might get 2 or 3 great years. I'm not saying you won't, but if you do get a bad year somewhere in the middle, you could potentially take back less than you put in, which is not where you want to be when it comes to investing. So number 3, we say, is the fund choice that you're choosing for your stage of life. So take, for example, someone who might be in their 20s, they have to go to 40 years to go before retirement. People in this position could potentially take more risk with their investment because of the time frame that's in front of them. Let the fund go up, go down, go sideways, but it's giving them the time they need to recover from a downfall, but obviously as well get the growth that they need to get for their investment fund. Whereas if someone is potentially coming close to retirement, they might not want to take that level of risk. These funds might be set aside for the retirement planning itself. So you might be looking to take more of a cautious approach in this situation. So number 4 would be your allocation and charges. Making sure you have a really good allocation rate. In our opinion, you should be getting 100% allocation. And what that means is 100% of your money is going into the fund. Whereas you might see some places might offer 95% allocation. All that means is 95% of your money is going into the fund and 5% is coming off the top. So not full allocation, not all of your money is going into the fund. Charges will differ from company to company or investment fund to investment fund, but the range that they tend to go in could be as low as maybe 0.5% all the way up to possibly 2% of an annual management charge. Number 5 is the amount you're investing. So don't make the mistake of overshooting your investment or putting too much into the investment that you could potentially need. So like we said, we should be investing for a 5-year time frame. So normally what I would do with clients is I'd sit down, I'd draw out a triangle and I'd split the triangle into 3. What this does is it breaks down the time frames. So the smallest part of the triangle might be the first year of your life. So that could be, for your mortgages, bills, an upcoming holiday or a wedding. The middle part then will be 2 to 4 years. So this is any plans that you could potentially have over the next 2 to 4 years. So whether that might be upgrading your car, getting work done to the kitchen, the garden, maybe you have a child going to college, whatever it might be. And then the bottom part, or the largest part, that's for 5+ years. And that's the money that you should be investing because we've no plans for it for the next 5 years. Whereas if we leave it in the bank account, we know we're not going to get anything through bank deposit accounts at the moment. So your money is going to be eaten with inflation over the next 5 years. So structuring your time properly and making sure that you're using your funds in the best way possible for you.